Hello and welcome back to Metropolis, or should I say the One at a Time series. The One at a Time project is a project where every episode we make one new build, and at the end of the series, it's just going to be a massive city. And in the previous episodes, we have been working on this amazing little village area, and today we're going to work on this little section over here. I have a cute little plan, and it all stems with this one idea, which I will show you now. What do these two items make you think of? To me, this looks like an ice cream cone. So today I'm thinking we're going to make like a nice little ice cream shop in this little section over here. I might have the ice cream shop a little bit higher and have something underneath. The ice cream shop is going to be on these little stilts. And I don't know how many times I'm going to say ice cream shop in this video, but it's already getting kind of annoying. There's going to be a little space underneath. I could make a cool little park or something. And maybe like a house on this side. I'm not sure. I don't know. A nice birch floor could be cool in the ice cream shop. The very lightness of it and sort of yellowy texture just feels like an ice cream. Gives me ice cream vibes. Obviously, we're not going to have an entrance right on the road line because it's super high up in the air. There's nobody going to be able to get up to that. Kind of want to leave this like as it is. Could come from below. Let's start off with the bricks at the base though, and I'll worry about the entrance later because I've already decided that I'm gonna have to break some of the flooring in order to do it, which means that I can fill up the walls and not have to worry about doors. I have just noticed that beehives look awesome as like the top of the roof. This is cool. I mean, not the top of the roof, the top of the walls, but it's just because like you wouldn't have the front texture of the beehives like in your build because it's got that weird little handle on it. Obviously that's what makes it look like boxes, but it does look like the top of something. But if we have it as the top, surely we've got to also have it as the bottom too. Alright, so delete everything we just did and replace all of these blocks. I almost did that in one clean motion. There we go, like that. That was cool. It's clear to see that I am not a builder. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing this project, this One at a Time series, to improve my building skills, but that does not mean that I am any good at the moment. Cauldrons for the ice cream. This is where they're gonna have ice cream. And we can put powdered snow in there to look like it's full of ice cream. How am I gonna establish that there's like ice cream in a cauldron? Maybe I bring this wall back a little bit, like just a teeny tiny itty bitty bit. Done, easy, simple, nice. Alright, and now we can work with the space that we have back here. So what I was thinking, and I'm not certain this is going to work, I'm thinking armor stands. Armor stands tend to fix everything. I don't know. Okay, look. It looks like ice cream if you think about it too much. Not enough. I mean, if you think about it not enough, it looks like ice cream in a little bowl, and so they got their little scoopy things. I think it's amazing. Got some ice cream on my head. Oopsies. Little rafters. That looks fine. If I use a glow item frame, it could look like it's the fancy spoon. It's the fancy spoon. So I love the way extended pistons look when they are extended, like as tables. It could look kind of cool. So, stair, chair. Come on, stair chair. And stair chair. Alright? And there's space for things and thingamabobbers. There is space. Wait, that actually looks cool. I'm doing that actually. Oh my goodness, why did I not think of this in previous builds? Item frames are amazing. Okay, that looks cool. I like this. I think that this interior is looking pretty nice. It is of my personal belief that this interior looks pretty great. It is a bit cramped, which means I might have to do some weird stair maneuvers that people aren't used to. Alright, let's first bring these up one more block so that we can have our little bit of a roofage. And there's a roof area, and I think we're gonna cover all of this up with some smooth stone slabs. I think I'll remove that one just to make a semblance of like some randomness up here. There needs to be a little bit more foliage up here. So we have some azalea stuffs, and we put some string on top of it so that it doesn't grow. Just a little trail. Looking kind of cool. So this shows the path that people can walk. Alright, so it's like just a little bit of an offshoot that goes around over here. It's beautiful. I know, I forgot to do a time lapse. My sincerest apologies. But, here you go. already have, in a place where we didn't really know what to do, over here we had a little market stall. This is a general market stall at the very entrance, and so this might be for people, you know, coming to the town for the experience and like, oh wait, look, a lot of little trinkets and stuff. And also the farmer can come here and sell their stuff, but if we have another market stall underneath this section, that could be kind of cool. And this one, I'm thinking tapestries. So I'm gonna design a couple banners, and then I'll come back. Let's just replace these for now, temporarily. Alright, so we have our little trapdoors. Man, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just trying to make this look decent. That's my goal, make it look decent. Good is the preference, decent is the attainable goal. So we've got these little outfits here, and now we can put like some of the banners hanging from the edges. So I do think it looks a little silly, but I'm hoping that it will be all better once we put in everything that needs to be put in place, you know? So if you come in here, it's like a nice little marketplace section, and you can just buy a lot of little knickknacks. Alright, so there's a nice little marketplace. They're selling all sorts of weird little things, different banners with different patterns and stuff, and it's right underneath the ice cream shop. The little entrance is over here, where there's a lot of little chairs made out of pistons, and there's ice cream served in these little buckets, and then there's a scooper over there on the wall, and then if you go up, there's even a little section on the roof where people can look out, and it's, you know, it's pretty, but it's a different style, definitely. So if we, like, come walking over here, you can sort of see, yeah, it's very different. It's not as bright, and I forgot to put the little ice creams. Hold on 1 second. If you look at this, we have the little ice creams, and they've got their little thingies holding them to the wall. So this sort of feels a little disconnected from the rest of the village, and I think the main reason is that it's a different theme, you know? It's very bright, and it's also not physically connected with these bridges and stuff, and the only way to get up here is actually around and through here, and so just it feels very separated, and so it's sort of like a transition from this vibe and aesthetic. I could have built more houses in here, but I feel like there isn't really a big need for more houses. Okay, so there's an inn where people can work at, there's a market where people can sell goods, but in there, they don't really make goods. That's housing for people who work in places. And there's a quarry over there to work. There isn't really a lot of places to work, and we've just established a lot of people living in here. It allows for a lot of change, and it allows for the end of an era. I'm not gonna make this entire series about this one little village. This is supposed to be one build within Dampotropolis. Dampotropolis, the city as a whole, is supposed to be very diverse. This is just somebody living by themselves. And right next to it, there's an elytra flying course. Those two don't logistically make sense near each other, but that's the charm of Dampotropolis. That's the charm of the One at a Time series. It's just a bunch of builds that wouldn't necessarily go together, just existing. Anyways, I'm gonna go and remove the balcony that I just made because I think it would look cooler being its own separate thing and not being part of the village. And that is fine. But I really enjoyed doing this, and if you guys did too, then subscribe. I know this is a bit out of order, but cue the tour.